This is a Headgum podcast.
To be a true individual, I'm not claiming that I am one. I just think that we're losing that, like, the sense of like the weirdos and the freaks and the, you know, I think it's kind of getting like beaten out of the broader culture.
It's literally the book Divergent, which I haven't read.
Nor have I. So let's talk about it. Do you have the fear that I have about me doing your show again? That's like maybe we had lightning in a bottle and it won't hit.
No, not
like
for
that
you.
I won't show up the way that I need to for the second one.
I think there are people who I would not talk to again, but you are not one of those people. It's like Adam Pali, right? Adam Pali is someone who can, whatever he delivers, it's new and weird and funny.
Yeah.
You are the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Adam.
I love Adam.
I love Adam.
Yeah.
He's really so sweet.
He's really funny. You're really funny like him. You remind me of him.
He really, one time we were at a party at, I don't know, it's like Chateau Marmont or something.
Okay.
Some fancy place that I have been twice and shouldn't have been in the first place.
Yeah, right.
And he was like, hey man, did you drive? And I was like, yeah, I brought my car. And he was like, oh, nice. Can you drop me at a sushi place after this?
Shut up.
And I laughed because I was like, oh, he's kidding. And then he was like, no, I need a ride to the sushi place. And then I did drop him at a sushi place.
And he's just like, thanks, nice meeting you.
No, we knew each other, but
Okay.
he was like, thanks, man, have a good night. And I was like, all right, Adam, see you around,
He's
I guess.
insane. That tracks.
That is
that
so
tracks.
funny.
That's really, really wild. He did match games the day after I shot mine in Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just nice to like cross paths.
What is Match Games?
Match games. Oh, it's a really important show. That's from the 50s or 60s, and Martin Short is hosting it now.
Oh my
and
God.
It's like a game show on ABC.
Yeah.
And I did it with Selena Gomez and Cara Delevingne. And and so it just cycles in a bunch of comedians, flies them all to Montreal.
Whoa.
And it was just a fun time.
I haven't been asked.
You haven't been asked yet.
I haven't been asked.
But you know, I have the Midas touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on there. Put it on. Tell them, Caleb. Actually, don't tell them. I don't do panel shows. It's a
you
rule.
don't?
I don't do it. I won't do it.
That was my first one ever, but I would do it again.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't do them. Every time I get asked, I'm like, it just feels like too much to me.
What
I
does
feel
that
like I'm
mean?
competing. I feel like I'm in like a sack race with
Well,
other
I was
comedians or
competitive,
something.
and I didn't know how to play until the second game. So my first showing was pathetic, but hopefully the second showing isn't.
Have these aired yet, yours?
Yeah, one aired like 2 weeks ago.
Well, okay. I need to tap in.
Yeah.
I need to get up on my Ziwe lore.
Oh, please don't.
No?
No.
You don't want me to?
No.
Why do you feel? Okay, I have a question for you. Doing an interview like this where we're just being ourselves.
Yes, just being.
Do you prefer this or do you prefer... Also, do you view your show as being a character? Do you view that as being different than...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I feel that it is, but I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
how much you want to talk about that.
Oh,
But,
yes. Yeah, I don't want to give away my trade secrets.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you prefer this or that?
I don't like to do podcasts at all.
Really?
This is my first podcast since 2023, maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really say no, but I have respect for you. And I want you to come back and do another interview. And so I know that I have to do the work
my
show up.
God.
So here I am.
That sucks. I'm so sorry that you have to do this.
It's okay. I don't have to do anything.
What was you really don't. What was the 2023, what made you stop doing podcasts? Was there a particular experience or were you just like, you know what? I'm Ziwe and I'm good.
I don't think podcasts by and large are very good.
I agree.
So it's just a taste thing. I think that they need to be edited. Obviously, I have like a really strong POV, so I don't find that in a lot of podcasts. And the work is just like two people in front of a camera, and it's like, this is our new talk show. And I have such esteem for the talk show format that it's not something I'm inclined to do. But yeah.
What's your favorite talk show of all time?
I can't even say because I go through phases. Like I went through a big Barbara Walters phase.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she's talked like news, but. So I was watching her top 10 interviews, including the one where she like makes Miss Lewinsky cry, which was hard to watch. And then obviously Wendy Williams is just like laugh out loud.
It's unbelievable.
Funny. It's offensive. And imagine being the celebrity in that place. Like I would feel so bad. I would be so afraid to attend that show and be a guest. But man, oh man, those clips are sticky.
She's the blueprint.
I saw your episode with Marie recently. Yeah, that was really sweet.
I love Marie.
Yeah, she's really funny. I tried to get her to do an interview, but then she was also in Canada, actually. Yeah, people are shooting in Canada a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, everyone wants to skirt unions. So we're going to have to film everything now in Canada and London, which is awesome. I love that we can't film things in here anymore because the companies don't want to pay the unions. That's awesome. But you don't want me to say that on camera.
I don't have an opinion. I shoot in America. I shoot in New York City, baby.
We shoot in America.
Like, hey.
Our shows are American made,
made
baby.
in the USA.
Me also not getting my camera. Hello, it's there. Wait, what was I going to ask you? Oh, okay. I came to your a live show that you did.
Oh yes, with Alex English's live show.
Yes. And you were so fabulous on it.
Thank
you talked about your WikiFeet score.
Yes, my WikiFeet score.
How is it going? What's the journey? Has there been any improvement that you're proud of?
Yes, I'm actually in the top percentile. I have like 4.58 WikiFeet. I think that's exact. So they're going well. I don't like feet, but I've just learned to not have shame around my feet.
Yeah.
As much as I did before, but I still do.
How'd you get the score up? Did people really go to bat for you?
I literally went around the country and around the globe, like to Europe, and was like, vote for my WikiFeet, please, please, please. And people did. They rocked the vote. And so I'm up. I am up. Yeah.
They rocked the vote. They went to the ballot box and they made their fucking voices heard.
Exactly. And so now I'm 4.5, which is, I think, great feet, excellent feet, amazing feet. Someone check me on that.
I don't think I'm even on there.
Yeah, there are not a lot of men, but
They're
Don
not
Lemon
talking about
is.
me. Don Lemon is?
Yeah, I think he is.
How's his rating?
I don't remember. I think it's probably good. But like a lot of the anchors are, the male anchors are, because I talk about WikiFeet more than I should. But yeah, I'm on it.
How did you start doing Baited?
This was in 2016. It was the day after Hillary famously lost, and I just shot an interview series. I just think it's really funny to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so that was the brainchild behind that.
It is really funny the way that people squirm on your show.
Well, also I think it has to do with, well, let me not spill too much tea. I think we live in an era of surveillance, and as a result, people are hyper conscious of the self that moves through public spaces, and I find that to be interesting.
Yeah. So the day after the election, you just called up some friends and were like, "I want to do this show today. Let's do it."
No, I was planning on shooting like a web series that day, regardless. But I was inspired to kind of shift the idea to be more incendiary, I guess.
Yeah. How was the process for you of moving from? You were doing that show online, and then you were doing a lot of interviews on Instagram Live.
Yeah, so it started on YouTube, and then it changes, it reiterates and becomes an Instagram Live show during the pandemic when we were all going live, and then it became a television show, and then it became a YouTube show again. Yeah.
How was that transition to? Because I'm very inspired by the fact that you took it from what it was on your own to a network and then kept it going afterwards. And it seems to me like it's going really well post network.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
How has that transition been through all the different phases? What's been difficult about it or interesting?
I think every single this is something I think I'll be doing until I die, honestly. Yeah. And so I think every single iteration, you just learn from the medium what sticks, what doesn't stick, what's functional, what it changes and grows and evolves. So like it started off with really baiting people. And obviously the interview with Jinx Monsoon, which is the latest, doesn't feel as much in that space, even though the questions themselves are sort of wild and inappropriate. So yeah, I'm just always kind of trying to, with each guest even, I think the show evolves. Like I thought our interview was sort of like this watershed moment after I'd done a couple criminals who have been, arrested and are serving time. Your interview was so different than that, but still in the same like accusatory manner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I work through my process with each guest.
Yeah.
Until I find my final form.
It does really feel that you are treating each guest as their own individual thing.
Yes.
It feels that you're approaching it in a very specific way every time, and you're not asking. I'm glad it's not the same questions across the board and just seeing how people react to them differently. I appreciate the individualized effort.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I never want to get stale or dusty.
Yeah. And you're dating in New York right now, by the way. I've got so many things in my mind to ask you about.
Yeah, I'm dating. I'm dating in New York City, but not really. I'm open to dates. People really don't approach me with a sexual energy, even though I think that I exude.
Yeah.
Exude horny.
I've always said that about you.
Thank you.
Ziwe exudes horny.
I exude horny. And so people never ask me on dates, but I'm going on a date tomorrow, which I'm excited about.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I guess I went on a date yesterday, but I don't like to think about it. Like,
Are you on the apps?
No.
Yeah, you're too chic for that, huh?
I go on and off Raya depending on how depressed I am, but I haven't had any success.
Raya, to me, I think jail everyone who made it. I think jail everyone who continues to work on it.
Yeah.
I think Raya is one of the most depressing places I've ever been.
It's not cool, but I hear it's good for gay men.
Yeah, I'm sure that it is.
Yeah.
Everywhere is good for gay men. Because gay men are getting active.
Yeah.
Gay men, gay men find sex in bathrooms. Like
I know, at the airport.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Gay men are fucking at the airport in a big way.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I would never feel horny after TSA.
Yeah, they do. Maybe even it's part of it. I mean, really, I got this close to fucking a TSA
Wait, are you
agent
joking?
once at an airport. Yeah.
Are you joking?
No, I went through the line and then he messaged me on Grindr and was like, "You just came through my line. You're so cute." And I was like, "Okay, I'm in the Delta Lounge." And he was like, "Yeah, I have to work."
Because it's like a national security risk.
Yeah. And then he was like, "Wait," he was like, "I get off in like an hour. Is your flight gone before then?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be boarded." And he was like, "Next time." And I was like, "All right." But I was down. I was like, if you can get yourself into the Delta Lounge. Yeah, but I don't know.
And it's just you and a man in like yellow vest in the Delta Lounge.
Would have, yeah. In the bathroom. Because the doors go all the way to the floor. And the bathroom. I would have had sex with him in there, no problem.
Well,
I love a story and I like to have a good time and I like to be myself and be free. And in any space that can happen, sometimes that happens in the Delta. Really what the Delta Lounge bathroom is for is going to the bathroom right before your flight.
Oh.
You have to go to the bathroom right before your flight.
Yes.
Pee, poop, wash your hands,
Okay.
brush your teeth.
I think I know what you meant.
Do whatever you need to do in there, y'all.
Including
up to peeing, pooping, brushing your teeth.
Getting active with a TSA agent.
From if it goes that way.
Okay, well, you're really putting me on game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay guys, yeah, but that's the thing. You can't ever judge the effectiveness or the goodness of a thing by whether or not gay men can use it to get laid.
I know, but y'all have so much fun.
We do have fun.
I know.
It is fun to be a gay guy.
I know.
But then in many ways it's not, is it?
Who are you talking to? Me?
See, wait, you know enough gay guys. We've talked about this before. You know enough gay guys to sound off on this, I feel. I feel like you could, but I feel for straight people.
Oh, you do?
Straight people are going through a lot over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at a time where it's like super straight, be as straight as possible, like wear your darker jeans, right?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Guess.
I don't know. It's really hard. Like we live in an echo chamber. So it's like fabulous. Like it's like literally free to be me. And then you go anywhere out of this wherever you are and it's like hyper authoritarian and like really.
I do feel that.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to say beyond my community.
I went to a Walmart in Missouri recently and I saw no scene kids. I saw no kids with big swoopy black hair, weird makeup, odd piercings. And I thought, in a suburb of Kansas City in Missouri, those kids used to run this fucking place.
I know, but they changed the living wage.
Exactly.
They can't get on that damn bus,
The scene kids have been priced out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird. I do think the like weird individual, somebody was talking about this recently. I don't remember if it was like in a video or I don't remember how I consumed it, but the idea that like identity is flattening because of the internet.
I agree.
Well,
wholeheartedly agree.
Speak on it,
I
Ziwe.
mean, I think that there are people who would not know culture unless it was served to them in an algorithm.
Yeah.
And as a result, we are watching people dress alike and sound alike. Like we're even losing like regional like dialect. It's now the internet voice, Gen Z voice, which is like black voice from like the hood like 20 years ago. Like,
yeah.
People saying dead ass and they're like, Gen Z. It's like, no, that's always been around. But I find that we're buying the same things and watching the same movies and having the same cultural references. So it's hard to find new and fresh and different and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's dressing. Yeah. They see a trend. They're like, oh, this is what everyone's wearing right now on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then they're doing that all across the country. It used to be at least that like, there used to be a big joke in the middle of the country that like, if you went to a hip coffee shop in Cincinnati, it's whatever was happening in Williamsburg 7 years prior. Or whatever was happening in the East Village 7 years prior. That was the big joke, is that it took time for those things to travel over. And now it's actually this flatter, weirder thing where everything is equally mediocre all at the same time. And so you're losing regional accents, you're losing regional like ways of dressing and things.
Yeah.
And it is really interesting to watch, like, to be a true individual. I'm not claiming that I am one. I just think that we're losing that like the sense of like the weirdos and the freaks and the, I think it's kind of getting like beaten out of the broader culture.
It's literally the book Divergent, which I haven't read.
Nor have I. So let's talk about it. That's podcasting, by the way. I haven't read this book, neither have I.
Yeah.
Let's discuss.
Tea, girl. It's tea.
What happens in Divergent that you know of?
It's bad to be divergent. I know what the word means.
I've been saying this. Yeah.
So I imagine that's like the internet.
Well, you shouldn't diverge.
Yeah.
That's the lesson of Divergent.
Exactly.
And if you do,
But then they win. The divergent people
when you
win.
diverge,
Yeah.
fuck.
But maybe it's like The Giver. No, that's just about seeing color.
Yeah. What's the Giving Tree? That's what I'm thinking of.
That's Dr. Seuss.
Nice. And the tree, of course,
Right?
gives. Right. I'm like,
We don't have children. We don't have children.
Have I ever read a book, by the way?
Yes.
I
Have you
think
read Harry Potter?
I never read the books.
I never read the books either. I wasn't allowed.
Heroes.
I grew up in the church. Did you?
Heroes, yes. Well, kind of.
Okay.
I grew up in a very religious community.
Yes, Missouri.
Missouri. But my mom's always been like we're Christian, but that just means be nice to people and we don't have to be crazy about it.
Yes.
So she was like the cool version of it.
Chic.
Yeah, it was pretty chic. Where did you grow up?
Massachusetts.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like, you will go to hell.
Yeah, not chill.
No, not chill at all. No.
What part of Massachusetts?
Like Boston, north of Boston.
I just wondered if you were close to Taylor Guerin. Did you see her on TV as a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Taylor!
Of course. I saw her. Yeah, I remember seeing her. Zoom Boomafoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a star. I know her from the New York comedy scene. And so we connected over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was that girl. It was like the black girl on Zoom Boomafoo, which even though
there.
PBS is canceled.
Is it?
It's not canceled like cancel culture. It's
No, it's
canceled
like
like they
over.
defunded it. Like they defunded it and like
No.
offices are closing.
I know.
It's
Public
really-
radio's in a really tough spot.
I'm really worried. I
am too.
donated to NPR.
I know.
Yeah.
Tough. It's really tough right now. But you know
Ciao.
what? This is what I say. Say la vie.
Oh.
What am I supposed to say, la vie?
And what does that mean in this context?
In this context, it means I can't fund public radio.
Oh, personally.
I can send my little donation and continue listening, but
Yeah.
like, yikes.
It's the bedrock of democracy.
Public radio is so important.
I know. Let's move on.
What was that sound? There's a weird sound in the space.
Beep, boop, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop.
Don't cut this, by the way. Leave
Beep,
this in.
bop, boop, bop.
Something's happening with the door and Chance is going out to find it.
Beep,
Anyway,
bop, boop, bop.
NPR. Wait, what's your favorite NPR show? Do you have one?
No, I just listen to the daily news show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listen to podcasts, but news podcasts exclusively.
Which are your
So
favorites?
I think Time Up or Up. Time Up, is that what it's called on
Time Up.
NPR? Time Up First.
Up
It's called
First.
Up First, and then I listen to Wall Street Journal's this something or another. I forgot the name. What's News? I don't remember the names. What's News? Up First, and then I listen to a housewives podcast called Bitch Sesh.
Oh, I know Bitch Sesh.
Yeah, those are
with
my
Danielle.
3 podcasts. Yeah, Danielle and Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those girls are so funny.
Danielle is such a brilliant TV writer.
She can
too.
write.
She can write.
She can write. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
worked
love
on a show together.
Which show?
It never came out. It got canceled by Hulu during the strikes, but it was a Dan Levy and Ali Pankew animated show that Danielle wrote on, and the Britannic guys, and Nori Reed, and
Dang, that's 6 that I didn't get.
Yeah.
Greenlit.
Yeah, really great room. A bunch of other people too. Sabrina Jalise, whoever. If anyone's listening, I'm sorry I didn't mention everyone, but yeah, it was a really fun room. We were in the middle of the room when the strike started.
And then it just never came back.
Never came back. They paid out our contracts, and then we didn't finish it. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it was gonna be good. Dan and Ali created it together. But Danielle, yeah, she's
funny.
She's very funny.
She's a really So I listen. I just think they're so funny, and so I'll listen to episodes. That also introduced me to a lot of comedians like Adam Pali. Like
Yeah.
he did that. He's like a fave, or Yasser Lester. But I just think they're funny.
Guys are so funny.
He's funny. I know.
He's so funny. I haven't seen his bowling movie yet. I need to.
I did. I saw it. It was great.
I need to see
It
it.
was fantastic. I like laugh out loud funny.
I really, really love him.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Speaking of funny people that we love, who are your biggest inspirations in comedy? I want to know.
Ooh, that is a great question. Who are my biggest inspirations? Tina Fey, obviously. I like writers.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to writers, people who can write really well. So Tina Fey, I remember reading the Steve Martin book, Born Standing Up. Have you read it?
I
Okay.
haven't read like any comedy books, but I know of it.
Okay, it's like the standard bearer of autobiographies, especially if you're trying to be if you're an aspiring artist or comedian. And it is just about his journey to stardom, Steve Martin's, and that's really good. So I really admire him. Who else? Colbert is a huge influence of mine.
Yeah.
Obviously. Who else?
What do you think of his show getting canceled? Political or no?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
What do I know?
I think it's convenient that it I think they wanted to cancel it anyway because of the money situation, and I think it's very convenient for them that they have that excuse because they don't want him saying the things he's saying.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what a year of him unleashed looks like.
I am too.
I'm really curious to see what that means.
And I'm excited for his Conan had a really great I Left the Network era. Dave Letterman has a great one. I'm excited for his post-network, like what's he going to do? That's exciting.
It's exciting. Yeah. So Colbert Report, I just remember watching that in high school, and it was my introduction into satire and thinking it was like the coolest thing because you could say anything offensive that would get you otherwise in trouble.
Yeah.
But because it has great politics, you're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that.
I think you and I both operate on that. We both operate on that, like that idea that you can get away with saying very funny, like audacious or inappropriate things because you trust that the audience knows your actual beliefs.
I think so.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but then sometimes I hope so. But then sometimes they don't know anything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Our interview left the target audience a couple times.
Oh, really?
And I
what part do you think?
Oh my God, I would get comments in DMs
like
that were
what?
like, oh God, people DMing me and being like particularly the way, like when you were asking me about apologizing for slavery, when we were talking about that.
That pissed me off too. I got some texts.
And people were being like, the way he's dismissing this black woman. I was like, guys, we are doing a format show. They were mad at me, Ziwe.
Really? So I got a lot of messages that were like the opposite, which were, how could you make him apologize for something?
I saw this as well. Yeah.
That gets my gears.
Yeah. They're like, he has nothing to apologize for. Why is she doing this? I'm like, guys, we're in a format right now.
It gets me mad. The comments get me mad. So I have to just divest. I like can't invest at all.
Yeah.
In even the good comments because they rile me up.
Yeah.
Truly.
What do you do when you're feeling that way? Like, how do you get yourself out of that? Do you ever find yourself falling into that hole?
I think I just do another interview, and they're so different.
Yeah.
And so then it's like I'm in a new hole. Like I'm not really thinking about you like that anymore.
Jumping from hole to hole.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I love hole.
Much like the gay guys on Raya.
Honey.
And
at the Delta Lounge.
Hole to hole. Ziwe is jumping from hole to hole.
No, I wish I was.
No, that's not you.
I wish I was. I'm a Charlotte.
Yeah. Fuck.
What are you?
Well, it's been the subject of much consternation.
Really?
Yes. I mean, my fans, I don't want you to be offended when I say this. My fans called me Charlotte and it made me want to kill myself.
Oh!
Because I am not a whore or a slut, but I have trafficked in those spaces.
So is Charlotte.
No.
Charlotte's a freak hoe.
No.
Yes, she was.
Ziwe, she's like a sad virginal figure who like puts up with the guy who won't touch her for way too long because she wants to be married.
For that lovely apartment?
See, but that's not how I move.
And then she hooked up with Harry.
That's not how I move.
Got it. So you would leave him.
Oh, for sure.
Mm.
So I just think, look, I want people to say.
I would have stayed. I would have stayed longer.
What I want people to say is. What I want people to say is I want them to say, Caleb, you are the fun, sexy, exciting charisma of Samantha with the lead character energy of Carrie. Of
course. I mean, of course, I'm a mix of them.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
of
you
course.
do have the lead character energy of Carrie and the sexual rawness of Samantha. I think that I am a Carrie sun, Samantha rising, Charlotte moon.
Okay, and will you remind me what sun, rising, and moon mean?
The sun is myself.
Yeah.
The moon is the inner self that people may or may not know.
Yeah.
And the rising is what the world projects onto me.
Yeah. Yes. What are your actual sun, moon, and rising?
Pisces sun, Capricorn moon, Scorpio rising.
Okay.
Which also tracks with those three women. But maybe it's Miranda instead of Charlotte.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but I have weird religious religious trauma. So that's why I can identify with Charlotte.
Where are you at with religion these days? Can I ask?
Chilling. I'm fine. Yeah.
You're chilling?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, God. I feel like whenever you talk about the fact that if we see you performing at a mega church, it's because you need the money.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about fascism, where it's like, oh, okay, if they're really rounding us up, you'll just hear me start singing Amazing Grace.
They're banging on the door and you're like,
yeah, literally. Yeah. Literally. I'll be like, okay, you're really going to see me get real Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I stand on it. I think it's like Walt Whitman, where like heaven and hell are like what we become after death. So it's like, oh, like we see grass, we see the birds eat the grass, and we see that bigger birds eat the birds, and it's the circle of life. Like I feel like that is our version of afterlife.
So God, yes or no?
God, yes or no? That's a complicated because God is in the trees.
Yeah.
What do you see when you see the ocean? That's God.
So do you see God as a figure that exists and doles out judgment when we leave?
No.
So you don't think there'll be a hell for bad people that God sent?
I think this is hell.
You think Earth is hell? You and my mom are very aligned on this. You and my mom are very aligned on this.
Well,
then why am I having so much damn fun?
You are?
Yeah. If Earth is hell, honey, why am I having a great time? Oh God, that speaks poorly of me, doesn't it?
No, I think you're all having sex in the Delta Lounge. I get it. Like, you're setting yourself up for fun.
I'm almost having sex in the Delta Lounge, which is even better than doing it, by the way.
Yeah. It's like the promise.
Yeah, it's the you get to walk away being like, I would have done that, you know? You get to walk away being like, I'm somebody who would have done that. And then you don't actually have to clean up or anything. Sex is messy, don't you find?
No.
Nice.
I don't think I'm having enough fun during sex.
It really?
It's very neat and clean.
Really? You're keeping it very tidy? I just think if you fuck in the Delta Lounge, it's like some things are going to drip.
Oh my God.
They are. They are. You're at work and I'm traveling. Nothing's going to drip.
I just told you that I'm a Charlotte.
Yeah. Wait, you really don't think you're having fun during sex? Because I am very interested in that.
No, probably not. No, I'm having fun during sex. I don't have a lot of sex.
Yeah. I related to that though, because I am having fun during sex, but there have been eras of my life where sex felt like a thing I just had to do. Like, I'm so horny that I need to have sex, but doing it was just like, God, it's like taking out the trash. You know what I mean?
No, it's like, say more.
I'm not in that right now. I guess I was depressed. I'm not in that right now, but I feel like there was a chunk of time in my mid-20s where I would sleep with people and just be like, God, I do really want to come. I am that horny, but this person's coming over here. I have to like clean my house and then I want to be a good sexual partner, so I have to like invest in their coming as well, you know? Yeah. And then of course I do, because I'm a good guy and a really good lover, by the way. But yeah, it was there was like a period of like a year and a half there where I was like, this is such a chore.
I think that any relationship, anything during your 20s is hell. Like, you're sort of working through what you like, what you dislike, what you're who you are. Yeah. So that's not too shocking to me. Yeah. Now that it seems like you've aged out of that and you're just enjoying all of the smooches that you get along the way.
I do. I really do. It reminds me of that Bernie Mac, that set that he did, where he's like, I love sex. I love it by the pound.
What does that mean?
Just Bernie being Bernie. He just loves sex. What are you going to do?
Loves it by the pound. I love it. I'm not saying that I don't love it. I'm just saying that, I don't know.
Well, you're not having a lot of it. You did say that.
No.
Yeah, but you're too chic for that.
No, what does chic mean?
Like, you're like, I just feel like, when are you going to have sex? You're like in glam, you're at the fashion event, you're being too, and these guys won't come up to you. There's too much cowardice in the culture.
I know. I have a lot of power.
You do. If I was a straight man, I would not come up to you.
That's so hurtful.
No, you're gorgeous and intimidating. I'm dead serious.
Thank you. No, this is something that I am at peace with. I don't want to be a scary person, but I recognize that whatever I move through the world, I just carry with me, like, I don't know, a stick that says, well, you know how they say, like, walk lightly, but carry a big stick?
Yeah.
Like, I carry with me this stick, and for some reason people are intimidated, and that is my blessing and is my curse.
I don't find you scary, to start there.
Okay, thank you.
I do not find you scary, and I think anyone who would say that to you
is racist.
has some work to do. I don't like that.
Thank you.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, which sounds like a law that shouldn't exist. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. We all could use a good website in this day and age, I tell you what. And Squarespace has so many awesome features to get yours up and running. Squarespace gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place. From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments, plus streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools. Get discovered fast with integrated Squarespace SEO tools. Every website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions, an auto-generated sitemap, and more, so you show up more often on search engines and bring in more of your ideal customers. Head to squarespace.com/SoTrue for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use offer code SoTrue to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. When I envision myself as a straight man, I think that so many straight men are genuinely intimidated by brilliant, hilarious women.
Thank you.
Who have their life put together. And I actually do think that if I was a straight man, I would be too intimidated to come up and flirt with you. Yes.
No, I'm a pleasure. I'm a delight.
You are a delight. Again, it's not about you. It's about who I think I would be if I was straight.
Got it. I only like people with self-confidence. Like,
Yeah.
I only like high self-esteem people. I think I'm a high self-esteem person.
Yeah, I think you are too.
Thank you.
You're a high value woman.
Yes. What does that mean, though?
I don't know.
I started reading that, and I was like, is this like a dowry cattle thing? What's going on with this verbiage? You know what I mean?
Dowry,
You know, high value. What is like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think oftentimes that's, if we're being earnest, I think that's like coded language.
Of course.
Yeah. For stock, and also like, I think when men say that, it's never. When you say you want a high value man, it feels different than a high value woman.
I've never said a high value man in my life.
We wouldn't say that, but if a woman were to say that, I think she means like he doesn't hit me. And if a man says that, he's like, she hasn't slept with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
I think the difference in it is so gendered.
I think high value man means wealthy, like
Really?
successful. But then high value woman means like Madonna, like the Madonna archetype. That's
Yeah.
Or Charlotte.
The virgin whore dichotomy.
Yes.
I've never considered dating a man for money.
Yeah, because you're a man.
Yeah. But I do date men.
But the highest earning couples, like statistically, are gay men.
Of course.
Together, obviously.
Makes so much sense. Yeah. Well, and there's the you know, a lot of gay guys have that thing that people who like, they have that ambition that you only get from being bullied when you're like 13. A lot of gay guys have that. So you get two of them together and just who knows what they might
go
do.
off.
Yeah, they go off.
They get active.
They get active in a real way in the Delta Lounge.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want a rich man?
Not inherently. I want a cerebral man. I don't care if he's ugly. I don't care if he's short. I don't care if he's rich or poor. I just want someone who I will learn with every day of my life. Yeah. And hopefully laugh with every day of my life.
Yeah.
But not like a comedian. Like, I just want someone who's well-rounded and thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
That's
genius.
so hard.
I want a genius.
You want a genius.
Yeah. It's like, okay, let me go to Apple. Like,
Yeah.
what do you know, how do you find that?
Yeah. I'm like trying to think. I want to find this guy for you. Where would we find him? I guess maybe, well, you know what? I actually, last night, I went to First Saturdays at the Brooklyn Museum, which I always try to go to. Everyone there is so hot and cool.
Oh, really?
Oh my, have you been?
No.
Oh my God. Everyone
Not
there
in
is
a
so
while.
hot and cool, it's insane. Everyone you pass, you're like, how are you this gorgeous?
Oh,
how
really?
are you this cool? Yes.
And you're I'm like not looking though.
I know. I wasn't there looking.
Yeah.
I'm all
Yeah,
good
you're
on that.
happily betrothed.
I'm good on that. But I wasn't there looking. But if I was, oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's really cool. And there's people are dancing and they put on their best outfits and it's
Wait, what is this?
First Saturdays at the Brooklyn Museum. Shout out to the Brooklyn Museum. I am a member.
You should be getting a free membership after this.
Will you guys please, my membership is up in like January. Brooklyn Museum, please renew for free because I'm doing this.
Did you see the Dave Bowie exhibit?
No.
Okay.
There's a good one on doors right now though, which I know sounds insane, but it's like a video of a montage of a bunch of doors opening and closing in films. It's really cool. But First Saturdays at the Brooklyn Museum, they have a DJ in the rotunda and it's like a big dance floor.
During the day?
No, night.
Oh,
this is like,
got it.
Starts at like 5:30 or 6.
And it
goes
gets
until, like,
sexy?
10. Oh, it gets sexy. And it's intergenerational too. There's like, last night I watched like this very old woman like a salsa dancing with a bunch of young men, like just being silly. It was really cute. And then they have like vendors in there as well, food and drink and like
cute,
like local made jewelry and candles and stuff.
Wow.
And then the exhibits are open.
Oh, wow.
And on the first floor, they have live music, like usually a band or a choir or something.
Are you going to go in September? I want to go with you.
Let's go. I would love to.
I would love to. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I should be in town. We really should.
Okay, cool. I like to go to museums for the cultural experience.
Yeah. Let's go. Also, we'll find you a partner maybe.
No,
too.
I'm not looking for one.
Okay. Well, if it happens, it happens.
Yes, exactly.
I can't help but try.
It's like a Parent Trap where you're like, if they happen to get back together.
Yeah, it's a side effect of the evening, maybe not the main point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then we have to go I always get dinner at a place nearby.
Oh, where do you go?
I can't tell the cameras because it's my secret for us.
Okay, got it.
But when the cameras aren't rolling, I'll tell you where we're going to dinner after.
Okay, perfect. I can't
love
wait.
it. And you're going to love it.
Well, I'm moving to Brooklyn.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my God.
I know. Yeah, and stop the presses. This is a scoop.
Huge for the culture.
Scoop alert.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What has inspired?
Well, I used to live in Brooklyn. I used to live in Bushwick.
Yes.
And then I moved to Manhattan. And now I'm moving back to Brooklyn.
Are you buying?
No.
Okay, nice.
No, I'm a renter in New York.
We had talked about it for a second, but maybe you'd buy, and we were looking, and I was like, these places all seem like I don't want you to buy them.
That's what I'm saying.
Not at the current interest rates.
Let's not even give. That's what I'm saying.
Let's not even get into that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have you out there.
And it'll be so fun. I'm excited to hang out with young people again.
We're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
The young people are in Brooklyn.
I know. Well, whenever I come here, it's like a homecoming.
I know.
Yes.
You're back. The queen has returned.
Exactly. Versus in New York City, that's like move.
Truly.
Yeah.
How did you? Okay, so you come to New York. You start doing comedy. The show goes well. All that stuff.
It doesn't go well initially, or for years at a time.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
It's a long and grueling process.
Yeah.
The creative process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of failure and negative dollars.
Failure and negative dollars.
And then one day, it all turns.
Yeah.
I feel like that happened with you with your podcast. You said you had one before, and it was sort of into the ether and gone, and then you started So True.
Yeah.
And then it took off like wildfire.
Yeah.
And became one of the stickiest pieces of media on the internet.
I don't really know what happened with So True.
I think you came into your own. You got into your bag.
I think I took some time, and I think doing my own thing, like I did. I took my time. I did a bunch of other people's shows.
Yeah.
I think I began to understand the format, and I really just stopped doing everything else on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was
Scarcity.
the thing. Is I was like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And I think that really helped.
What were you doing before on the internet?
Nothing for a while. I mean, I really kind of blew up doing the front-facing character videos.
Oh, really?
On Twitter. Throwback.
Like, what was the character that was the most breakout?
Oh, I did the one that really I went from having 3,000 followers on Twitter to having 120,000 overnight. And it was this character I did that was not even a character, it was a scenario. I was I was on a break from my day job, and I was standing on the street, and I was frustrated with my own behavior in an interaction.
Yeah.
And I was POV, you're talking to a friend who's clearly in the wrong.
Yeah.
And I was being no, you're totally right. You're totally right. And it was me just being fake.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was actually the person on the other end of that call in real life, where I was only calling people that I knew would affirm me, even though I knew I was wrong.
Of course.
And I was frustrated with myself because I was why are you looking for affirmation when you know you're wrong? But it went really viral, and people wrote a bunch of articles about it, and it got retweeted and quote tweeted by all these huge accounts. Chrissy Teigen quote tweeted it into the fucking stratosphere. Yeah. And then after that, it was a lot of that for a couple years, and then kind of every time I would do a character that people liked, they would want me to be just that guy.
Yeah.
They'd be only do the Southern Pastor character, or only do the whatever. And I would be I hate this. I don't want to just be that guy. So I stopped. And then I didn't do really anything on the internet for a couple of years. This actually ties into something I was going to ask you a second ago, which is you started doing comedy, you moved to Brooklyn, the show happened.
No, I lived in Brooklyn before I started doing comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, wow. I moved to Brooklyn 2015.
Yeah. And you didn't start for a while?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was afraid.
Yeah.
I was petrified.
First I was afraid. It took me a second, but I got there. But I wanted to ask how you started getting so into fashion, because I feel like you're such a fashion girly.
Always. I've always loved fashion. I never had the money for it.
Yeah.
But even as a kid, I remember watching Lizzie McGuire and being she's killing him.
Yeah.
You know? So
she's throwing looks.
No, she had the fuzzy little bees in her head, or the little tie-dye crop tops.
Oh, she was giving the chunky sandals.
She was so cool. And this, we grew up in the era of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Hillary Banks.
Yeah.
And then
she was
Clueless.
Fierce.
She was fierce.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing Hillary Banks drag right now.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just remembered these girls looking so fresh and wanting that and not being able to afford that, but trying my best with going to the thrift store and getting the cool little button up, whatever. And then as I've gotten older, I've been lucky enough to get to work in the fashion space, and that's been really fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I just love clothes.
What's the most surreal fashion thing? I would like to know fashion and otherwise, but what's the most surreal fashion moment you've had?
Yeah, I did a Victoria's Secret campaign, which I think is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that there's a photo of me in my underwear. That's just so funny to me. And I'll just bring that up in conversations where it's sure, whatever. 3 things are true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do, was it for the magazine, or what was the Victoria's Secret thing?
It was for a billboard.
Did they have a magazine? Am I crazy?
They did a catalog back in the day with with Tyra Banks.
And I'm truly thinking of 2005.
Yeah, those were the days.
It was for a billboard?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't come up ever.
That's crazy.
But it happened, and it's just funny.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, so one of those, and then in general, outside of fashion, what have been your holy shit moments? You've had a lot of cool shit happen.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't think of my life in those terms.
What do you mean?
You know, some people will be like, "Oh, this was one of the best years of my life."
Yeah.
I think every year is the best year of my life.
Absolutely.
Like I look forward. So I'm not thinking. I don't even feel like I've made it. If I'm being honest, like I feel like I'm still breaking out.
Yeah.
And I know that. I understand to some people that seems very foreign and strange, but I just feel like I'm always growing.
No, I'm with you. I actually agree with you and feel the same way. I think that every year is going to be better than the last, and it has been so far, and I don't feel that I've made it at all.
Yeah.
But I still have holy shit moments where I'm like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Do you not have those? Where you're like, oh, I met this person, or I got to do this thing, or things where you just like kind of in the moment are like, wow, it's crazy that this is my life.
100 of those.
Yeah.
Like every week.
But so you're in so much gratitude that it's hard to pin down. Is that what you think is going on?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm racking my brain for the heroes I've met, and each time I've been like, wow, that's wild.
And then you're like, back to work.
Yeah, exactly. I know. But that's probably anti-labor, some bullshit, you know? Like that's me not appreciating that, like, I don't know. But I just it's hard for me to live there.
I think that way.
I like to live forward.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. One time a pop star told me they loved my work. That was major.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And you don't want to say who? Nice.
I'll tell you later.
I know you will.
Yeah.
That's people get really my favorite thing about podcasting is how mad people get when you say you're going to say something off camera. I'm like, yeah, everything just can't be said. But I get to know.
Yeah.
That's the privilege of podcasting is that I get to know later.
Exactly. We just don't want to give the little clickies and clippies, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. And also you don't sometimes also as a comedian, sometimes I feel protective over I say a lot of off the wall shit and I know where it comes from and I can defend myself.
Yeah.
But I sometimes do feel protective of public figures that say nice things to me or whatever that I don't want to align them with me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I don't want to get you in trouble. That this week the viral clip is me saying like, oh, this very famous person is very nice to me and texts me that they love my work.
Yeah.
And then the next week I'm in hot water for saying something about whatever.
Do you get hot water?
People are always annoyed with me on the internet, but not in any way that's been very consequential.
Interesting.
Because it's mostly like a loud, small group of people that are just like really fucking annoying and sensitive.
Okay, I have 2 comments. To go back to the private moments, I think like obviously we live in a space where the public is private and the private is also public, the public is public and the private is also public because of the ways in which we like share everything. We see a beautiful couple on the train and we're like, look at this, and it goes viral. So I appreciate like private moments, and I want to, I don't know, be protective of that as well. So I agree with you there.
Yeah.
And it's less about getting them in trouble and more just about why can't we just have a moment? You know, like when you hang out with your friends and you're not taking photos and you're like, that was a great day. I don't have any photos. Like I kind of appreciate that about life.
Absolutely.
Like yeah.
And I also think there are a lot of very awesome, cool things that have happened to me or that are in the works or whatever that I just like, I don't share about because I'm just like, well, I've always said that I think when people are killing it, they don't need to convince you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel really good about what I'm doing.
You're killing it.
I'm killing it.
You don't have to convince me.
I don't need to. But it's like, yeah, I just don't need to share every single cool thing that happens to me because I'm just like, that's fine. It's cool that just I know that or just my inner circle knows that. It's cool that like only Chance knows certain things about my life or that only you and I talk about things at lunch, you know?
Yes.
I think it's nice to keep some things to yourself in life in general.
Of course.
You know?
So I agree with you. But maybe it's because we were born before the internet became so pervasive with smartphones.
You think?
And I think that our generation is really, really special for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that we got to be really proficient at the internet. And I had a Windows 95 Packard Bell when I was like 5 years old with the family computer.
Yeah.
And I got to learn as it grew, but also had the privilege of understanding a world before where you have to print out the maps to get around, where you had to like call and memorize people's house phones. And I think that like, I guess we'll call it analog. I think it's great to have that transition.
Yeah.
And it keeps me grounded in our reality.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too. What's so true to you, Ziwe?
Okay, what's so true? I've been thinking about it a lot, and this is based on the internet. Mm-hmm. So I think my so true. How am I supposed to say it? Is it like so true, honey?
No. yeah. It's actually called I think so, honey. We're ripping off Lost Culture. He says, I think so, honey.
I think so, honey.
No, however you want, babe.
So my so true is that if you yourself have found yourself in like the 10th year of scrolling on a reality star's like Facebook page to find out that like a young Dominican woman with green eyes maybe posted something problematic, you've gone too far.
Lost the plot.
You've lost the plot. Like,
lost the plot.
Get onto the internet, get onto Reddit, and like find out where the tapes are and release them.
Yeah.
You know, like there are better things for you to do with your time than to be stalking young adults from Love Island.
Yes.
That is my biggest passion in the world. I do not understand the like morality that we've placed. Obviously, these people are not perfect, nor do I want them to be, but they're not running for office.
Yeah.
So we've placed this morality onto the winners of $50,000 after taxes for being able to hump the best.
Yeah.
And we haven't thought about our elected officials who need to also be sort of like policed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think also like I it's not my place in a lot of those cases, but I'm like, I don't really care what people said when they were 17 or 19. If they're demonstrably different people now, and I don't know the Love Island situation, I don't know if it's like that, but I'm saying a lot of these things, like people will drag up something from so long ago that I'm like, if they're demonstrably different people, I think we can have grace and just be like, hey, that was weird. Let's keep that in mind and like you be normal now. But the Love Island thing, I don't know anything about it. What happened with this girl?
No, what? Well, I'm talking about a new girl, the winner who everyone loves and who was like a delight and very funny, but she posted something when she was 14 on Facebook. And she got in trouble.
Yeah.
And my thoughts behind that are, wow, I wish you guys would investigate some of the worst people in our country.
Yeah. Why don't you investigate hacking the student loan system?
You know what I'm saying? Like
so
eliminate debt. Really? Because it's like, if you guys are so smart, you're so thoughtful, you have clearly great politics.
Yeah.
Why don't you invest that in systems that we can change?
Yeah. Do
versus
something better.
like,
The one thing I can speak on is they try to do this a lot with when people have said like the F slur or like homophobic slurs when they were younger. And I'm like, okay, that's the one area I can say definitively, shut the fuck up. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I'm like, unless they're actively being homophobic or transphobic right now in their adult life, I just don't give a fuck. If they have demonstrably changed and are different people and hang out with queer people, etc., I'm like, yeah, I just don't think that's ever going to be helpful to us to, I think it's actually, okay, so true. I think it's antithetical. I think you're actually worse for the cause than they are. You are making us seem like woke scolds who are unreasonable freaks, and you are doing more damage to the cause than they did when they were 13 posting a slur.
Not to mention, we don't accept apologies. It's all about accountability. But what is the accountability here?
And why are they accountable to you, random Twitter user? Who are you? Why are they not accountable to the people in their life and their actual community? Why do they need to be accountable to you, a stranger? I don't get that. There is that the idea of being accountable to people who don't know you does not make sense to me.
Yeah.
You need to be accountable to the people who are in your life, and they can let us know if that's happened or not. But I just think the idea that some random jaded fucking X user in Florida is who I need to be accountable to as a human being is nuts.
It's not practical. But I'm on the other side where I'm saying reality stars should be problematic because they're getting boring now. And I want to hear a Real Housewife say the N-word like Ramona Singer. Just kidding.
Guys, don't do it. There's some reality stars watching and getting ideas. Like, don't do it. They're heading to the keyboard now. Yeah. No, I do miss, I've said this often about figures like Wendy Williams or Lena Dunham that I'm like, have missed the mark for me many times, have not enjoyed certain things they've done or said, but I miss bravery. I miss fuck ups.
I do too.
I miss fuck ups. I miss a figure like Lena Dunham having one of the biggest shows on TV, saying something objectively insane and out of pocket, and then a week later being like, sorry y'all, I was just speaking freely. That was bad and I apologize. I miss speaking freely. I miss when people would just say shit and see if it resonated. I don't like this like media trained, boring, sanitized, like
devoid of personality, devoid of culture, just served to you in an algorithm.
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
I'm bored of it. Yeah. Ziwe's bored.
I'm bored.
Ziwe's bored.
But I'm not bored with you.
No, I'm not bored with you either. I have a segment for you.
Oh, wait, there's segments on this show?
Yes.
Wow.
And this is sometimes one of the most loved and sometimes one of the most hated segments on the show. We'll see how you feel about it. The purpose of this is speed.
Speed?
I'm going to read you 15 statements as quickly as I can.
Got it.
You're going to tell me if you think it's true or false.
Got it.
And Ziwe, if you get 10 or more correct, I'm going to give you $50 US.
Okay, wow.
Which is crazy.
You should give me that regardless.
I know, right? We're actually, we'll talk off mic. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
The largest ocean in the world is the Atlantic Ocean.
No.
False. It's the Pacific. The human eye can observe 10 million different colors.
Sure.
True. The first movie produced by Pixar was Toy Story.
No.
It's true.
Oh, whoops.
Dogs sweat through glands in their paws.
I thought they sweat through their tongue. False.
True. Phillips Academy's newspaper is called The Philosopher.
No, false.
False. It's
Philippian.
nice. The Caesar salad was invented in Italy.
It wasn't invented in Italy.
It was invented in
I don't know.
Mexico. Greenland is the world's largest island.
Greenland is the world's largest island? I don't even know what that means. I didn't know countries could be islands. Australia is also an island. Sure. Is it? No, it's not. Is it an island? I don't know. False.
True.
Damn.
Succession ran for 5 seasons.
I think 4.
False, it was 4. The moving sidewalk was invented in 1893.
Who knows? Who cares? True?
It's true. The New York City Marathon is the largest marathon in the world.
Probably true.
True. Robin Thede graduated from DePaul University.
Thede and Northwestern.
False, it was Northwestern. Applesauce was the first meal eaten in space.
I believe that. True.
False. Beef and liver paste.
Ew.
Oof. It takes 2 weeks for a sloth to digest a single meal.
2 weeks? That's true.
That's true. 2 more. The Boston Red Sox have the second most World Series titles.
After the Yankees, that's got to be false. Go Pats!
False. They're tied for third most.
Ah!
The liver is the largest internal organ in the human body.
No, the internal organ, liver. Is that the one that goes like this? No, the liver. No, that's not true.
It is true.
I thought the intestines were the large organ.
I don't know what to tell you, Ziwe. It's just what it says.
The liver?
I just read the paper.
Larger than
intestinal organ in the largest internal organ in the human body.
So larger than the small intestines. Define large. Is it by surface? Is it by surface area? Because I don't think that's true.
So I think what you're I hear you, and what you because the large intestine when laid out it would like circle around the globe, but it's so micro thin that as far as like actual like mass that you can like hold in your hand, like you could.
We
hold
might
the
have
large
to give this one to Ziwe.
You could hold the large intestine in your hand, and it would take up less space than the liver.
But what does large mean in this context? Is it surface area? Is it weight?
We might need to give this one to Ziwe. Chance hates when his questions get challenged.
No, but you actually have to be really specific.
Yeah, you're right. We're giving you that one. Chance, how'd she do?
11.
Yeah, let's go.
How many was I allowed to get wrong?
You did great. You needed to get 10 or more correct, and you got 11.
Wow, thank
which
you.
Is crazy.
Out of 14.
Good work. Out of 15.
After 15. Okay.
11 out of 15 is a really good one, by the way.
I know, but go Pats. I can't believe the Red Sox lost.
Go Pats.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm like a Patriots fan. I know that's problematic.
Why is that problematic?
Because
I don't think it is. I don't think it's problematic at all. I mean, right now it kind of sucks, but
well, yeah, but they're in a transition, okay?
They're in a building period.
Justice for Bill Belichick.
Justice for Bill Belichick.
Free the homie.
Free the homie Bill Belichick. You should make merch. Free the homie Bill Belichick merch would go crazy. And you know it. That'd be insane Z-Way merch, actually.
I know, it would.
You should get him on your show.
You don't think I want to?
Have you tried? Bill Belichick, I am calling on you now. Go on Z-Way. That would be so huge for him. He needs it right now.
I think that he and I would get along because I've loved the Patriots since they won the Snow Bowl against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need this, actually. You both need this. He needs to be on the show, and you need to have him on the show.
Thank you.
I need him to come on Z-Way bad.
I love the Go Pats.
Seriously, Go Pats.
I know, but
from the bottom of my heart.
I feel like we have the what's the way to say it? Like the axis of evil in terms of our sports love.
Yeah.
Because you like the Chiefs.
Huge Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people hate that about me now. It used to be cute and charming when we were bad.
Yeah.
Now people are like, they don't like that I talk about it.
They don't like a winner.
They don't like people don't like a winner.
I know.
Can we discuss?
I mean,
society hates a winner.
Two divas.
Lots
of ups.
Breaking down the ups. They hate to see a winner.
Exactly.
It's so real.
I know it's hard, but guess what? Winners win.
Winners win, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Thank you.
Is there anything you wanted to say that you didn't get to today?
Watch my interview. Hello. Am I talking here or am I talking here? Watch my interview. Well, because it's like also the wide is cute because then he could be like doing a little dance. Watch my interview with Jigs Monsoon. Watch my interview with Caleb Hearon. And feel free to watch my other interviews. They're coming out monthly until I do more, but who knows when.
I gave you lots of different options.
I saw.
I moved. I did peace signs. I did hearts. I just wanted you to have the space to play with it.
Thank you. I'm sad that I didn't play with both cameras. Can we retake that?
Of course.
Okay, watch my...
And we'll leave both in. And we'll leave both in. Just for the audience. They like this kind of stuff.
Yes. Okay, great.
They like when we do multiple takes and leave it in.
Really? Do they like when you talk about sex too?
They like when we talk about sex.
I hate talking about sex.
They like when I talk about sex. They like my ads because my ads are chaos.
Oh, who's your sponsor?
We have all kinds of sponsors. I actually met a sponsor on the street the other day. I was walking down the street in Brooklyn and this girl in like sweatpants and no, sorry, love.
Whoa. Whoa.
She was out on a walk, clearly not putting to run into people walk. No offense, love. And she goes, Caleb, I sponsor your show.
That's so cute.
And I went, what? And she goes, yeah. And she told me the brand she works for. I don't want to out her, but she told me the brand that she works for. It's a big brand that does a lot of podcast ones. And she was telling me, she's like, yeah, I actually am a huge fan of your show. And I'm so glad that we get to like sponsor you guys.
I love that.
And I was like, thank you for your service.
I love
Chance
that.
thanks you more than anyone.
Yeah, amen. Yeah, and by the way, I'm courting sponsors as well.
Sponsor? Oh, do you do sponsors right now on the show? Oh my gosh, people are leaving money on the table.
I know. Well, I like having control.
Yeah.
Being perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I can't.
But now I like money.
Yeah. It's important to like money sometimes. It's actually politically, it's revolutionary to be a capitalist, I've decided. I just made an opinion.
Yes. Das Kapital. That's what that's about.
That's exactly what that's about. I've actually said for a long time that I remember the day I decided that millionaires aren't the problem.
Oh, really?
That was a political change.
And
for
where
me.
were you in the tax bracket when you creeping up?
I woke up one day and I said, no, it's just billionaires. It can only be billionaires.
Let me get this money.
Yeah, that is so funny. No, I do. The sponsors, God, we love them. We appreciate them. But I read the ads. I read the ads in a silly way, Ziwe, and that's just who I am.
Oh, you do? You go like, oh, you got to buy Casper mattress.
That's exactly what I do. Yeah. You actually, now I can't do that anymore because you nailed it so hard. No, I'll just like mess up and keep it in. I'll just be silly about them. Some people like it.
Okay.
Some people like the way I do ads.
Yeah.
So if you start doing ads, maybe we could have a summit about it.
Oh, yes. Well, an ad summit.
Ad summit.
For adage.
Caleb and Ziwe ad summit.
Oh, my. I would honestly, that's our Los Culturistas.
Ad week.
Yeah.
I think so, Brand. Yeah. Brand, I think so. I'm gonna start ripping off Lost
Wait,
Culture.
that's so funny.
Have you been on Lost Culture?
I have, of course. I did it like in 2020. I haven't been back since.
They've never had me on.
Oh, they haven't?
No. I think there's a deep fear that we would slay too hard.
I think so. I think it would be the internet would break.
Yeah, I do love both of them though, and I love their categories that they do for the Culture Awards.
I know, they're so chic.
They're so fucking funny. Those two.
They're really funny.
Yeah.
I met them years and years ago because I interned at this Comedy Central like rotational program with this woman named Sudie Green who went to college with them. And so I met them when I was an intern in like 2013. Yeah.
Whoa, long time ago.
I know.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I love Sudie. She's so funny.
She's so funny. She can write.
She can write. And you know what? That's a dying art form.
Yes.
Being able to actually write.
Oh wow.
Ziwe, where can people find you?
At Ziwe on Ziwe.
At Ziwe on Ziwe.
At Ziwe on YouTube. I'm not on Twitter. On YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Substack.
Substack, you're really going in on.
I'm bullish on Substack right now. I think it's important to have a following that is independent of an algorithm.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. Ziwe, thank you so much for being on. We just love you.
Caleb.
We did it.
Ziwe.
That was a Headgum podcast.